Hey. Your task is not to seek love, but to remove all the barriers that keep you from it. This is a Rumi quote that I love. I'm a huge fan of Rumi. I can't believe how powerful his poems are. Even when translated from his original language to English, they still got that power. And so I'd like to unpack this concept of how we keep ourselves from love. I recently had a conversation with a family member about this, and I thought it'd be appropriate to share with you guys. Now, we talk about love. There's a lot of different forms of love, a lot of different shapes it can take. In the ancient Greek language, I believe there are about 6, probably more, but at least 6 different definitions for love. And it can mean the love from God towards his children, the unconditional love. There can be eros, the passionate sexual love that we feel between each other. There's the love that a child has for their parent. There's the love that friends have for one another. There's the more formal love between guests and acquaintances. So there's all these different types of love that is going to appear in our life, regardless of where we are in our journey, how old we are, what situation we're in. There's all these different forms it takes. So maybe just because you're not involved romantically right now, you might have to deal with stubborn parents, which is the phone call that I had with my family member, dealing with parents that might just kind of get under your skin and make it so that you put up walls and you put up these blocks so that you don't let the love in, and you'd rather get wrapped up in the drama and the trauma and all the things that keep you from this love. And I've noticed on YouTube in general, this idea of finding love, romantic love, finding a partnership, very popular. It is, one of the most difficult aspects I've experienced in life is trying to find your person. It's very difficult to find somebody that you are compatible with, it's on the same frequency that you are, that just the chemistry has to be right. And so the timing and the synchronicity to finding that person can be difficult. And you have to become the person that is worthy of that partner that you seek. And so that is more the seeking love that I guess I'd like to kind of lean into. Although they all apply. It's pretty much very similar. There's different nuances between the love between a romantic partner and a parent or a child. All these different filters it can take. But ultimately, you have to take down the walls. You have to take down all the barriers that keep you from seeing the love that is around you all the time. And you might not realize it. One of the reasons why I love coming out into nature and being surrounded by all the trees and the animals is because without it, I wouldn't exist. Whenever I feel like I'm putting up a barrier, when I feel not grateful, when I feel frustrated, and all the things that stop me from feeling the love of this world, I can come out to nature and look at the sun and the moon and the stars and the trees and all the plants. And without them, I wouldn't exist. I wouldn't be able to breathe if it wasn't for all these trees. I wouldn't have any energy if it wasn't for the sun. Just everything out here is supporting me with unconditional love. And I just have to make myself available to see it. I just have to drop my expectations. That is really the root of why we don't love, why there's a lack of love in our life. And it starts with yourself. It starts with how much do you love yourself? Are you taking care of yourself? Are you taking care of your body? Are you giving yourself time to integrate all these different aspects? Every day we're a new person. Every day the world is changing. There's chaos. Every day is a new beginning. And so we need to start with that self-love. And that self-love can be as simple as being grateful to exist. And then giving that love, that gratitude for your existence to the trees, to the sun and the moon, to all the nature, to the earth itself. Start with that love, and then you can build. Because when you come into this world, we are just so full of curiosity and wonder. If you ever look into a child's eyes, they're just so full of love. There's no fear, there's no hate. It's just pure love. And then eventually we get programmed, we program ourselves, and it's a natural process that we all have to go through. But we build these walls and we try and protect ourselves, and we try and learn how to get love. We have to seek attention from our parents, from friends, from teachers, and eventually from jobs. All these different things that form our personality, and they're necessary. But eventually you come to the place where you're finding videos like this, where you begin to unlearn all this programming. And so you can let that love out once again. Return to that innocence of a child that just has wonder and joy and no expectations about what things should look like. When we place expectations and assumptions and just pack on all this judgment, it's like if you take a beach ball. Have you ever been to the beach? Take a beach ball and you shove it under the water. That's what you're doing with your love. Instead of it being up, being played with and thrown around, tossed around with other people, you take your beach ball of love and you shove it under the water. And the way you keep it there is with your judgments, your assumptions, and your expectations that you place on yourself, other people, and the world. You're just holding it down, so it takes energy. That is your barrier that is stopping you from feeling the love that you seek. So we hold it down there, and really all we have to do is let go. And naturally, that love is going to fill us again. It is who we are. It is our core essence. But we shove it down, and then we get so frustrated that things aren't going how we think it should go. And we block our own love. So all you have to do is let go and watch that beach ball. It'll pop up out of the water, and then you have it to play with all the other people that are on the beach with you. And it's the exact same thing. It actually takes effort to hold that down, just like it takes more muscles to frown than it does to smile. We are naturally, physically, anatomically designed to be happy and smile, and it takes less energy. It takes more energy to force a frown, to get upset. And don't be too hard on yourself if you find yourself full of barriers towards that love. It is an inescapable aspect of this dimension. It's just part of the human experience. You have to get betrayed, you have to get upset, you have to get hurt. It's just part of the program. But inherent in that program is your ability to grow and rise up out of that lower frequency. And once you can tap into those emotions, those higher states, that's when your life really shifts. And that's when you can go into any situation, any dilemma, any challenge with gratitude, because it's all a gift. It really is. You just have to see it that way. Instead of expecting the world to treat you a certain way or expecting certain results, just go into it with a blank slate, with an open heart, with eyes that can see, and it's all a gift. It's all here for you, by you. It just takes a little remembering. That's all it takes. So those are some thoughts on unpacking the love that is within you, inherently flowing through your blood, flowing through the air that you breathe, in the sun that is shining, in the trees that are breathing, surrounding you at all times. Just look and see. I love you. Have a great one. Ciao.